We are live in 30 seconds for everyone listening and watching. Whether Kyle's ready or not, damn it.
Show must go on.
The show must go on.
Why can't I see Bruno?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live for the March 26, 2022 edition of the AEW Dynamite Review.
March 23rd, not 26th.
What did I say?
He said March 26th.
The March 23rd edition.
Nobody's going to be watching the show on the 26th because they'll all be at Lord William Pub.
Exactly.
There
Exactly. For the Comedy Rebel comedy show hosted by this guy over here, Kyle Morin, and I'm going to be on it with Ben Cardilli, Amarez, Gabriel Omassi, and it's going to be a fun night, ladies and gentlemen.
Might as well get the plugs out of the way for everyone.
Always working, Claudio.
Might as well get the plugs out of the way, guys.
God damn, you have to start working somewhere.
Maybe let people know what city and country that is in. It could help. Because we do have an international audience here at the Jofo in the Ring Network.
Well, I was going to say it's going to be in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, where you get to see Kyle. Well, Kyle will have some hair by the time Saturday comes. Who knows? You know, just come and see Kyle host and me doing a set and other people doing a set.
Claudio,
That's
when
how
you got
we're
that
going.
haircut, what did you tell the barber you wanted? Did you tell him you just wanted the helmet?
No.
I just realized that you're such
You
an
just
asshole.
jealous because I have hair and you don't.
Well, why did you cut it so short? It's like you're trying to look like Kyle, to be honest.
No, I don't want to look like Kyle. Anyways, back to the action.
Back to the action. Alex, thank you for joining us again on board for this. We always love to have you. What do you mean you can't see me?
No, I can't see you. I just see a stupid orange screen.
Click on the does it say that I'm sharing my screen on the Discord? Sorry for everyone listening, but do you see on Discord?
Oh, there we go. That's better.
Yeah, you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, now you see what's going on. There we are. There we are, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get into the action. Let's kick things off right out the gates. I fucking love this.
Mm-hmm.
We had Dax and CM Punk. Dax Harwood and CM Punk, excuse me. Guys, who wants to go first? Opinions, first impressions, like Kyle?
Alex, why don't you go first?
Alex,
Okay,
yeah.
sure. I mean, I love this match. I mean, I'm probably going to watch it again because I was a bit distracted. I'm not going to lie.
Again,
But,
a big match. Sometimes I feel it sucks when the first match is big like that because, like you said, you want to watch it live. You might miss the first 5 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever. But yeah, continue. So I didn't mean to cut you off like that.
Oh, no, okay, no, but that's it exactly. Yeah, I was just finishing up a few things, but I didn't get the chance to really pay attention. But now that, like, having seen the rest of the show, I think what really set this match apart to me is that how good the wrestling is. That's the thing. Like, they focused a lot on mat work. Like, these are two Bret Hart guys, so there's like so much to love in this match and what they do. But a lot of it was a lot slower than the other matches on the card or just in general in AEW. They really focus on, you know, the technique of, you know, headlocks, arm drags, a lot of good mat work, and they threw in a couple of really good spots. Like one of them in particular, I call it the Stampede Wrestling suplex over the ropes to the outside
holds
spot.
onto him there.
Yeah. Like I love that. Like I saw Dynamite Kid and Bret Hart do that in like a match in like 1970 whatever.
I
And,
like
so cool.
also I like also like old school on that because you're on the old school stuff like the JR always putting over like the old, like he doesn't usually go to the top ropes, you know, it's very dangerous, you know, like really like back in the days they used to focus on that a lot more, whereas now it's like the top ropes is a thing. But yeah, that, like I love that. And on the note of like it being a good wrestling match, I think last week's main event should have like had this type of match. The Thunder Rosa match. Kyle, we didn't hear from you in 3 weeks, but what did you think about and what do you think about that? Like I feel like Thunder Rosa's win should have been like a classic match like this.
I think Dax Harwood has the best sharpshooter in the business right now.
Oh yeah. That's no doubt. I was gonna say that out of here.
It used to be Tyson Kidd, but Jesus Christ, Dax Harwood, watch out! That was in deep.
What's up, Vato in the chat?
Shit, you know?
Sorry to cut you guys off. We have Preston P, Vato, and D Cena in the chat. Shout out you guys. Thanks for tuning in for the Dynamite review. But yeah, the beautiful sharpshooter. Beautiful
sharpshooter. Claudia, do you think you can do a nicer sharpshooter than that?
Yeah, I know what a sharpshooter is, Kyle. Go on.
Not what I asked at all, but all right. Thank you for your input.
No problem.
What I'm trying to figure out, great match. We're gonna continue it. Is he a heel or a face? That you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. It's interesting.
What are they?
Talk about the
they do this a
STR,
lot.
right?
Yeah. They do it in general. Yeah, exactly.
They're,
but
they're
they
heels.
do this a lot.
They're in the Pinnacle.
But then why are the ass boys at Ringside taunting them when they're clearly heels? They're clearly the asshole heels.
Because AEW doesn't know how to do storyline.
Pretty much is what I'm getting at. What's up, Circle Debate? The devious one in the house. Thank you for tuning in.
Mr. Fuji.
Yeah, but I think they're slowly turning FTR face. Like it's gonna come with time because they still have the association with MJF. So now they don't have Tully Blanchard. So
I thought they were phasing it out until MJF brought it up later.
True, yeah. I mean, they still came out of the heel tunnel, if that means anything, but maybe it doesn't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Did anyone pay attention to the Punk belt taunt at the end? Does that mean anything? Is it just him like fucking with us?
Apparently, he's not done with MJF, so.
Yeah, we know that. But I feel like MJF said it's gonna happen. We just don't know when and where. So I feel like they're gonna kind of like let it ride a little more. There might be little sub beefs going on in between. And
I just hope I just hope this is not gonna be dragging on for way too long.
But what I think maybe they're doing, hopefully would be the best case, is if Punk does make a title run, win. And that's when MJF comes back at him. But that would kind of have to happen fast because it's still kind of, still kind of happening. But I don't know. What do you guys think about that? I think MJF winning off of CM Punk would be the ultimate, way better than Adam Page winning and then Adam Cole winning off Adam Page. It's like,
Why all the hate for Adam Page, man? That's what I don't understand. Like, give him time. Like I think he's having great matches.
It's fine. It's fine. Like I love him. I love Adam Page. That's why I'm hard on him. Like I love.
I'm not saying for you. I'm not just saying you in particular.
But I feel they do this often with the title guy winning, and it's not really a big win. And I think MJF being one of those guys that have been like nursing from the beginning for his title win to mean something. I hope he doesn't beat Adam Cole for the title. You know what I mean? I want him to beat MJF for the title. I want him to beat Daniel Bryan for the title. I want him to beat, me. I don't know. I was gonna say Moxley. No, I don't want him to beat Moxley. No, but in the vein of the universe, it's still a bigger win than those other guys.
Do you think Wardlow and CM Punk are we teaming up?
That's gonna be. We'll get to that soon. We'll touch back. Okay. Let's carry on with this. We're gonna talk about this again in that later on segment. But yeah, we'll see what happens with that because what happens later is pretty cool. With the whole Wardlow situation. What is Luis Marcel saying? AEW Dynamite was so boring this week. Maybe I'm just. What is it? Maybe he's just soulless. Do you guys think it was very boring, or is Luis Marcel? Was that?
I left the room at one point.
I feel there was some filler, but if you
it wasn't as eventful as usual, I think, or
but
it's okay.
That being said, I feel it was a lot of like little advancement segments, like advancing certain things.
To be fair, though, it was boring. However, I did watch a Raw from like '99 last night.
Yeah.
So that's probably why it was so boring, because
Was Billy Gunn on Raw? Was Billy Gunn on Raw? Because we're gonna see Billy Gunn next week on Dynamite when he's ringside for his two sons, and they're gonna have a little promo later on. But next up, we had a promo in the back. Was that?
Worked out with Chris Van Vliet recently, friend of the show.
Chris Van Vliet, shout out Chris Van Vliet. You could check him out on past episode of Jofo in the Ring podcast right here on the Jofo in the Ring YouTube channel, which is making strides in the YouTube wrestling universe. I don't know if you guys see those. Those numbers are just going up. That's all I'm going to say about that. I'm not going to bass. I'm not one of those guys, but million view man. We're about to be the million view channel in no time. So we
Oh.
might have to be the MWO.
Hold on. Louis Marcel says, I mean, WWE and AEW is practically the same to me.
I think Alex brought it up a couple of episodes ago, I think, or it was last week. I'm a bit confused, but it's come down to, I think, the shows, both of them equally, have come down to what storylines are you more interested in and what segments interest you. They're not doing like old Raw, like Kyle said. He just watched an old Raw where starts off the show with like someone's looking for someone in the back, and then we'll see what happens later on, and they tie that thread through the show, or it's really segment based AEW. It's made like a YouTube channel, like they made it by segment. They clip out each segment on YouTube to be like every week, like literally. For better or for worse, that's up for debate. I don't mind it. But I'm a fan of like the way we review this weekly episode. I'm a fan of if you watch a show, that show, if like you watch it for the first time. I like when there's a story that starts and ends within the show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good point. It just what I find is difficult, especially now that there's so much wrestling out there, so much content in general. So
exactly.
I don't mind that if it's segment based, so then I can pick and choose.
Yeah,
I'll not watch the crap that I'm not interested in, just focus on the wrestlers that I care about. So that's why I find it benefits.
To be fair, we're in the on-demand era.
That's it.
Even when you hear people talk about ratings and this and that, it's cute. I like it. It's interesting, but it's not like, the wrestling fans. We all talk about the ratings because of like, we want to have that Monday Night Wars type of narrative, but it's it doesn't do it justice. Like people sometimes don't watch an episode or two, but they're completely filled in from their Twitter feed, right? I'm sure Kyle and Claudio, how did you guys find out last week? You were on stage, maybe you watched it the day after, but I'm sure like that night or that morning you got a couple of storylines figured out already, right?
Yeah, and then I'm following some wrestlers on Twitter and AEW on Twitter, so it was telling me basically what happened. What was a recap?
Ooh, Circle of Debate says that he said he heard the word debate. You're looking for a theme for the next meetup there of the round table. We'll talk. That could be interesting. The debate of segment-based wrestling or episodic stories. We'll see. We'll talk Devious One. So yeah, guys, saddle up. Did you guys show appreciation here in the second segment where we had a little backstage promo with Jericho, telling us that they're facing the dark order?
Jericho's looking like an 80s lesbian now.
Jericho, say what you want. He looks phenomenal right now. I don't know what he did, what he's been doing. If it's all DDP yoga, or if it's DDP yoga mixed with Dr. ABCD, XYZ, and a bit of both.
Looks like Bret Michaels on steroids.
Listen, he's like, what, 50 or late 40s?
Yeah, 50. Yeah.
Guys, say what you want. I'll be down to look like that when I'm his age. No? Yeah. And up for debate, circle debate, put that on the list. Like,
I mean,
give props
for TV, right?
Give Jericho some appreciation, damn it. Because for his age, he's still doing it. And you know what? Yeah. I said it last week, I'll say it again. This has gotten me interested in 2.0, but more Big Daddy magic more than anything else. I love his persona. I love his intense like 90s I'm on coke personality. It's not saying he is, but I like that intensity that stupidity he's doing. Thoughts, Kyle?
Yeah. Oh yeah, 90s doing coke. That's pretty much it.
A gimmick he's doing. I kind of like it when he comes out like later on. You should all be thankful that he lets you sing this song. Damn it, you know what I mean? Just screaming that chewing the gum type of thing. Like,
yeah,
I like it.
His jaw's fucking clicking.
I love it. I know he's doing it because he's playing that character too.
Oh, you know why he's doing it? Because he was at that IWS show 2 weeks ago.
which you know what? I'm becoming a fan slowly. More of him. Right. What's his real name, Alex? I just call him Big Daddy Magic now.
Honestly, I've known him under so many names.
What was his name in IWS? What did they call him at IWS?
Shane. No, it was before they changed it. Now it was Matt Lee. That's
okay.
it.
That's it, Matt Lee.
But he used to be Shane Matthews. I known him as Big Magic Shane Matthews back in the day, like 10 years ago. Then he was Matt Lee. Was he in WWE? Matt Martell or something like that. And now he's Matt Menard.
Big Daddy Magic.
Yeah, I think it was Matt Martell.
Something like that, yeah.
Big Daddy Magic.
Yeah.
And
I love it, yeah. That's a perfect role for him, He plays it so well, so that's it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it.
Awesome.
We're gonna see Jericho. We're gonna see all this business being taken care of later tonight. And I will talk about it. I was surprised. I'm the first one to want to hate on Dark Order, especially them being in the main event. But we'll talk about that later. Moving on back to the action, another wild one here.
Back to the action.
Kyle, I know you guys are glued to the screen because Sting was walking all over this next matchup as we had the Texas Tornado Bordello match here. We had the Hardy Boys loving it with Sting and Darby Allin against the whole was it AFO now or AHO? AFO now.
AFO.
Nice and easy to say.
Yeah.
It's the AFO. Andrade not in action. He's watching it ringside. And all kinds of shit happened. What stood out to you guys? Who wants to go first?
If at the end, if Sting fucked up and was supposed to Scorpion Death drop him mid-move, but he fucked up, and then they both did the Twist of Fate Death drop thing at the end just to make up for it.
Yeah, it was a bit of mistimed. I think Sting slipped a bit, but I mean, he's 63 years old, jumping off of
right off the bat. As soon as the show, as soon as the match started,
so.
There was that first dive. I don't know who dove on who, and then Sting comes out of nowhere.
Darby's dived first.
I think Sting did his first trust fall a couple of weeks ago, and now he's trusting the guys. He's down for the nice. The 4-man.
What? Please catch him. Please catch Sting.
Yeah, exactly.
Tell that to everyone.
He's stage diving. Pretty much all those guys that are catching him are his fans in that match, and it's like he's stage diving now. He gets every time he's gonna be in these big matches, we're gonna expect. And you know what? Again, 62. I'll give him props. I'll give him props. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But this match went all over the place, and I love the camera just following him as he walked to each segment as they happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
you wanna know something really what I found funny in a way. I found it was focusing too much on Darby and Sting. And then Sting was fighting with Jeff, you see Jeff in the background, and no one's paying attention. You're just focusing on Sting, and the only time you're focusing on Jeff Hardy is when he does that big jump. And then once in a while,
I'm a big fan. For an old school Hardy fan, you want to see Jeff go up on that high thing. And the second they left the ring, you knew it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Right?
But did you also notice and this is why I found the camera trick as well. Like Matt they all had the upper hand in the fight, but no one focused on Matt. But then it goes back to Darby and Darby and Sting. I'm like, that is some good camera movement.
It was like he took the big spot, the double side effect.
That's when he took the big spot. But I'm saying like when Matt had the upper hand, you see for a few seconds, Matt just off the ring, he's punching one of the party members, and then it cuts to Jeff and Sting with the Butcher and the Blade. Yeah.
Did I hear this correctly? That they're putting over the beefy beast that I'm a fan of what the Butcher has become, but they said he was out 5 months with a thumb injury. Did anyone hear that correctly?
His hand was
thumb injury.
Darby injured him.
Yeah,
I don't know if it was his thumb.
Yeah, literally. Okay. I say hand, say
exactly.
Say an injury. Like, I feel like it kind of I feel you could still kind of do segments and matches with a broken thumb. No,
you just have to fight with 4 fingers.
It's a classic heel prop too.
Yeah, exactly.
The old cast. You know.
Yeah, hopefully you don't use your thumb, but if you don't use it, you'll be okay.
Yeah, but
Man,
I don't want to hate the Butcher. I love the Butcher.
Yeah, Butcher, you know
I'm
what?
a fan.
But you know
yeah.
what? You know what? They're looking better now. Like the Butcher and the Blade, they're looking a hell of a
Yeah,
better
especially
now.
the Butcher. You got leaner, and
Yeah,
he's
you
so
got
much
leaner.
faster and
You
quick.
look, yeah.
It looks great.
He
Yeah.
has that quickness that was missing to add to that power.
Mhm,
Yeah.
And he has that fucking that beard there, that fucking face.
I love it. I
It's
love his look. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, he's a.
Especially like it was last week. Was on I think it was on Rampage. Like they showed the backstage segment. He has his shades on, his jacket. He's
He's one of those guys that me and Frank talk about off air. Sometimes like those guys back in the day, like Animal and Hawk, that just had to dedicate real life to their gimmick, like with that haircut and like, you know what I mean? Like anywhere you go, people look at you. You're
song.
you're
and their
dedicated
song, too.
Yeah, I know, but like when you're walking through the airport with normal clothes, your song is not playing. I'm talking about like those guys have those freaky facial, like even Lance Archer, I'm sure when he walks
like the
around.
Warlord and the Barbarian.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, no,
But
you definitely don't want to fuck with them. Like you definitely don't want to mug them,
Yeah, but aside from Claudio's little noticing of the production of the match, I feel what we witnessed here was a live action cinematic match. The way they focus on these three guys while these three guys are going to this area, then this happens over there, and then they went to a commercial break. They capitalized on that to set up the whole coming back, and now they're at the merch stand and setting up the ladder. Give props, as a fellow producer, I could say now, give props to the whole team. It was a pretty fun, unexpected little live action of a cinematic match, let's say. And Circle of Debate, I saw you in the chat a little earlier, and yeah, I did want to say that. Just to touch back on the last segment, the catchphrase of "and that's entertainment." I like it. I think it adds to the whole little what's going on over there, but we'll get back to that later, like the whole Jericho stuff. And that's entertainment.
Yeah, just if I could touch on Circle of Debate's comment saying that this story eventually will lead to Darby and Sting versus the Hardys at Double or Nothing, and I hope it does before. I mean, it's a bit long to build that, I find, but it's definitely a pay-per-view level match. And
again, it's like a face-face.
But I mean, that doesn't really matter. I find AEW, everyone gets cheered. Heels, face, who cares?
I think, hear me out. Because the Hardys' job now is to draw numbers and make some of the emerging guys look good. Their faces. What about a good run against Santana and Ortiz?
Yeah,
I think they could do some good matches. Santana and Ortiz are good wrestlers, but they could also, take a beating. They could take that swanton off the thing. I think they could, make Jeff and Matt look good, because Santana and Ortiz aren't like a type of you know what I mean, type of team. I don't know. It's just my fucking opinion, as we say here. Any thoughts?
Yeah.
Santana, what's up next? Santana Ortiz, quickly. What's up with them?
I wouldn't mind seeing the Hardys versus FTR.
Yeah. Especially if FTR is sticking as a heel. Yeah.
Or how about the Hardys versus the Red Dragons?
Red Dragon, but yeah.
Not really, but yeah. But any heels, I don't want to see them against Sting. Like the Hardys shouldn't be against Sting. Like Sting is already like a guy.
How about
We've already seen that Sting Jeff Hardy match. We don't need that again.
If it happens, I want to see that match. I don't want to see a tag match. I want to see that match if it happens.
How about Hardys versus versus Jericho, the JAS.
I mean, I could see them beating 2.0.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah, but that doesn't do anything for anyone. I just like 2.0 right now as like Stooges. It's gonna,
I just want to see them. I just want to see. I just want to see this 2.0 just yelling like crazy on the side of the ring. That'll be the highlight for me. And then I obviously 2.0 are gonna lose.
Bah. I hope, but whatever. We'll see what happens with them. As long as they're not shoved down our throat like they were right out the gates, which was annoying. But we'll see. But what is good that they're kind of shoving down our throats is FTR, which we get another promo and they say that they're not even going to put over the Ass Boys by calling them the Ass Boys and acknowledging that they're the sons of Billy Gunn. They are Billy's sons, and it's going down next week. Good thing, bad thing?
Yeah.
Should be
I love
interesting.
these guys, FTR. I don't know, like we can't boo them anymore. I find they're just so good.
Yeah.
Like on the mic, in the ring, like
Billy Gunn will be at
FTR
ringside.
match,
Like I
I'll
know.
watch.
I guess Billy Gunn is kind of going to be coaching this match. Let's say,
Yeah,
he's
the Gun Club.
yeah, exactly. So it's going to be interesting to see what. It's kind of like we're seeing Billy Gunn as a coach here. He's putting out his boys, his two sons. He's putting them out against the best. So this should be interesting. A good coming out party, a good gauge to see where Billy's sons are on the level. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it.
In the comments, circle of debate, Claudio Housen has to make an appearance.
Oh, he will. Don't worry, guys. Throughout the episode, maybe Claudio Housen's gonna appear. Don't worry. I did talk to Claudio Housen. He's stoked to come back.
It was very refreshing that we didn't get that. I must say, it was a very nice
pre-show at Danhausen.
Good, very
They did the
good.
AEW awards, and he showed up a few
Yeah,
times.
oh man, the
didn't watch the
AEW
whole thing.
awards. No, hold on. Speaking of AEW awards, when Danhausen introduced the awards, it was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Okay, wait, that was
It
tonight?
was amazing.
That was tonight, the awards?
Yeah, it was at 7 p.m. It was live on YouTube.
So much shit going on these days. It's hard to keep track. But what I did keep track of is Dynamite. So after that promo, we had everyone in the building, everyone in the world was pumped for this next match because they got to see everyone's favorite Jon Moxley. They got to see Daniel Bryanson, and they got to see William Regal. And Frank Jofo, maybe in the very, very, very small minority, the fringe minority, might I say, to pay homage to the biggest loser of the decade. Do you guys are liking this William Regal trying to bring wrestling back narrative he's going with?
Two things. If I can go first. Number one, I have a feeling Regal is going to betray Jon Moxley. So I don't know. What? Sorry.
I hope, because I find it a little confusing.
Because if you paid attention to the way the camera was working when Jon Moxley was talking about Regal, you can see that Regal had that you're talking kind of face. Kind of like what Kyle does to me when I talk sometimes, like that face of
utter disgust
when he's on stage.
Yeah, but I don't know. But I don't know if it's Regal's rusting bitch face. But I will have to say that this is very good, very evil. It's a very evil plan from William Regal. I think he is going to betray him. Very good evil plan. Yes.
Okay. It's very good.
Okay,
it was very good as that guy wasn't here tonight. It was very good that we saw William Regal.
Solid impression.
Solid.
Thank you, Kyle. Thank you.
Everyone loves it. I love it too.
Yeah,
if that is what
hit.
Danhausen sounds like, but I hate Danhausen right now. I hate seeing his face. I hate what he represents in the wrestling community right now. I hate that he's there and we have to assume that we know what his whole story is because I don't know.
Yeah, what's the story? What's Danhausen's story? All he does is go up to people and go, "You're evil," and then he gets slapped in the face like a little girl. That's all he does. That's like a little bitch who wants to be evil, but not very evil, but a little bit evil, yes.
But back to Regal and
Back to Regal,
Danielson.
yes.
And Mox,
Thank you, Alex. Thank you, and that's why I like to have you here sometimes at ringside to keep everything on track here. And keep the Danhausen. I appreciate the clown aspect of the Danhausen, but we gotta keep those segments to a minimal. So just like Dynamite, Claudio, thank you. Let's go to commercial break here and come back, and we're back to Regal, and but yeah, man, I like it. The match was what I thought it was. It's kind of weird how they're just like was it Varsity Blondes they were fighting?
Yeah.
It happened so fast, like I didn't even write it down. But what I'm trying to figure out is now Bryan Danielson is a good guy, right? Now.
Comes out of the heel tunnel.
Yeah, exactly. John
Kind of
Moxley.
I don't know.
John Moxley is like the biggest fan favorite.
Yeah.
He's a heel now.
Is it me? Is it
William
me?
Regal
or
is
is
the,
John
gets the
Mox-
biggest pop of the night. Is he a heel now? The Varsity Blonde again?
Hold on.
classic.
Is it me, or do you find Moxley is not Moxley anymore?
What are you talking about?
Are you
He
saying
just
that
beats the
because
shit
he's
out of everyone.
over?
Yeah.
I'm fine. I don't know.
Are you against
Moxley used to be
variety?
violent.
Well, he
Sorry,
did. I was gonna say here, he did his little violent promo at the end of this match. He brought his
Yeah,
little-
but in the match, usually, I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
You
But
can't
Mox
do
is still
that
cool, though.
crazy blood shit every match. Like it was against the Varsity Blondes too. So it was kind of like a
Right,
wrestling match.
AEW is just doing what WWE always does. They took two guys who aren't doing anything, put them together, make a tag team.
But Bryan Daniel was fucking an awesome heel.
Yeah.
Like he was doing something.
Now he's doing something else.
Yeah, it's interesting to see. We got that promo from Moxley at the end, so he's looking for something.
And we got the David.
And William Regal's here to.
Regal.
William Regal said
I was
everyone
so-
should be lucky that he's offering his knowledge for free, is what he said here tonight. So we'll see what that
I
happens.
was hoping to see something develop with Julia Hart, like just staying on the steps. I didn't honestly, I didn't expect her to get in the ring, and
They
then
hinted
obviously
at
Regal's
it.
not gonna slap her, but Julia Hart should have slapped Regal, maybe. You know,
Commentary hinted at her at one point. They said, "Oh,
Yeah.
she hasn't been the same since the House of Black." Or
Maybe she's but hold on. Isn't she supposed to be joining the House of Black?
well, that
Or
was
maybe-
what we were speculating. I think we were.
Yeah, because what was the whole point of Malachi throwing that white jizz in her eye and making her go temporary blind?
I
He
think it was
missed
black.
anyways,
I think
so-
it's a black mist. Get your mind out of the gutter.
Okay, I'm sorry. Back to the action. Let's go.
Circle
Focus,
of
people.
Debate
Focus.
says. Circle of Debate says I don't see that what they did is pretty much gather two personalities that Regal used to be back in his day, brawler and grappler. So having this faction representing pro wrestling, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's and I don't think you kind of mentioned the name. I don't think it's gonna be their name, but
Yeah.
there was a Blackpool Combat Club. I think it was just like in
Circle
the
of
heat of the
Debate,
moment kind
yeah.
of thing.
Yeah. I didn't catch that, but good catch. We'll see what happens. We'll see what develops with that. Kyle, were you about to say something?
No, I was agreeing with him.
Yeah, and
I like that his next comment. Sorry, Circle of Debate.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, just so eventually we'll see them adding Wheeler Yuta, Lee Moriarty, and imagine Serena Deeb. Holy shit, that would be great. I totally agree with you, and I think that's a great move because you need the best wrestlers currently, best on male and female on the Serena Deeb side, and of course you need the future. So
Serena Deeb in the Pinnacle.
I don't know.
He said he's expanding. Not to jump
fit
ahead.
better with
Oh,
actual
it's
wrestlers.
actually the next promo. It's actually the next
Professor.
promo.
Right?
But didn't MJF say that they're not the Pinnacle is not dead. FTR is strong. Blah blah blah. And he said they will be expanding. Didn't he kind of say something that, or am I just hopeful, wishful thinking? I think he
I
said
didn't hear anything
something
about
like that.
expanding.
Yeah, I don't
He
know
said
about
they're
that. I know.
fine, but I don't know about expanding.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We'll see. Maybe I'm just a dummy. But either way, so MJF came out, intense promo, covered a lot to unpack. And he,
As usual, it's
Said
MJF
he'd
going too
nail
far.
him to
So.
a cross.
Yeah, that was
Mother.
oh,
he went in hard.
he went
Classic
very evil.
MJF.
That was very evil. Yes.
That's wrestling, folks.
He covered what a promo. He started with Wardlow quick. Went to addressing CM Punk. Wrapped it up saying how we won't know when, we don't know where, but this will end. He will, this feud will end. Went back to Wardlow, went even harder on Wardlow now, and pretty much to wrap it up, he told us that
Oh, yeah. Oops.
Wardlow's now still in a contract and being paid to stay home. That's now the update with the Wardlow MJF segment. So he still owns him. is only because of MJF. We all know who Wardlow is, and now he's gonna pay him to stay home. What do you guys think is gonna happen? What are your thoughts? Claudio?
I think two things can happen. I think eventually Wardlow is gonna go with CM Punk. They're gonna fight together, take down MJF, or what's gonna happen is eventually somewhere down the line, CM Punk's fighting, and then MJF paid off someone. And then Wardlow is gonna be in the back, so he doesn't know what to do, right? So MJF is gonna yell at him, telling him you whatever he called him, you pig, finish CM Punk. So that could possibly be one idea, or just another idea. Do this cliche thing where you think that Wardlow and CM Punk are gonna have a square off, and in the end, they just look at each other like Hollywood.
Wardlow and CM
moments.
Punk.
Sorry?
You just said Wardlow and CM Punk are gonna have a square off.
No, they're about to have a square off.
But why?
They're about to have a square off.
But why Wardlow and CM Punk?
Because MGF's probably gonna force Wardlow.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. So and then they're gonna have a Hollywood, staring glaze. It's like, and then they stare into each other's eyes. They're not gonna make out.
That would be interesting, but I feel that I would just be like taking the whole storyline backwards a notch
or sorry to cut you off.
Everybody.
A triple dog collar match between MJF, Wardlow, and CM Punk to end it once and for all.
We'll see what happens with that. Kyle, what do you think is gonna happen?
Good luck with that. A triple, yeah.
If anyone would do it, it would be Tony Khan and it would be AEW. But we'll stay tuned. Cool. We'll stay tuned. Kyle, what do you think is gonna happen with this whole Wardlow being paid to stay home thing?
I don't know. They'll probably have him show up and like interfere in matches and shit. Build up to the next pay-per-view.
Do you think? Maybe the next question for you, Alex? Do you think it's gonna be something that they kind of like it's gonna happen quickly? Like he's gonna maybe have 1 week off and then we'll see him come back or something? Or do you guys think maybe he is actually maybe taking some time off, and we're gonna get now that he's at his peak, we're gonna get like maybe a month no Wardlow to the point where it's like what the fuck? Then he makes a big opportunistic appearance that gets a big like, oh, we didn't see this coming.
Yeah, I mean, I can see him like staying at home for a few weeks, but I honestly hope they don't like take that too seriously because you don't want to kill his momentum.
Yeah,
like,
but we don't know behind the scenes. Maybe he has like maybe this is like his fucking break time in his contract, or maybe there's he's got to do some work or something.
Yeah,
and they're using that as a thing, which is never a bad idea. Reminiscent of the old Triple H coming back from that knee injury back in the days. Like I don't think it'll be that long, but
I'm calling it right now.
Comeback, when he's gone for a while. What are you gonna say?
I'm calling this right now. A Texas death match with MJF and Wardlow. Boom. It's gonna happen. Fork stabbing in the forehead.
Claudio, king of the gimmick match king. Claudio.
This guy, like Claudio, there's like so many ECW matches on YouTube. Just like look them up.
Have you do an ECW?
People get stabbed with forks. Go watch a Blood Hunter match.
I will.
What's up, Tony Caraccio, Senior in the chat here? Welcome. Welcome to the show. We're about midway through here. We're just wrapping up talking about the Wardlow and MJF developments here.
Fork and forehead.
Claudio was actually just about to take his shirt off.
No.
We don't want to get kicked off of YouTube, so hopefully that doesn't happen. Yeah. But Circle Debate added to the whole Wardlow thing, saying Wardlow needs to build up, but the major concern will be what's next after MJF. That's always going to be a concern for Wardlow's push as a face. This is now AEW version of Batista Goldberg a little bit. Batista Goldberg. I was thinking like Batista like leaving what's it called? Evolution.
Yeah.
I could picture Wardlow saying, "Give me one." I could picture him saying that. It's like Batista did with Triple H. I could picture him saying that.
I wasn't a big fan of how they got rid of the whole him being the face of the Revolution very quickly last week, of like already giving him the title match and losing. But it's interesting what they did here with MJF being the ultimate prick and saying, the money man, it's all because of me. You're here. I'm paying you to stay home. Like really just. When you think MJF couldn't think of a way for you to like have a promo and like make you hate him, he finds a way. I would like to know. I wonder if it's gonna come out more in the future. How much MJF is having a say in the storylines he's doing? Because I'm very interested to know that. Because
Sure, he's got a lot of control over it.
yeah, because he's he's doing good stuff, man. I love it. He knows how to really fucking attack personally. it's good shit. It's good shit. It's good shit. People that took shit personally here was Wheeler Yuta and the best friends here backstage having a disagreement, which if I'm not mistaken, he pretty much said he's out. He's leaving them. What did he say? Did anyone catch it a little more clearer than me?
I missed the promo. I was in the room.
Yeah. Something Wheeler Yuta said that he wants to be the best wrestler and not the best friend. So that's what's more important.
That's what it was.
Which is why, he wants to join Regal, Danielson, and Mox.
That's what it is. There you go.
That's me another Texas death match right there. That's foreshadowing. Smashing
more like a British rules wrestling match, Claudio. I don't think a Texas death match.
The Duchess of Queensberry rules.
hey, it could be into Tony Khan confused them together. Dude,
Claudio, did you ever wrestle in a Duchess of Queensberry rules match?
No, but I would wrestle in a Texas death match.
What's the Duchess of Queensberry match?
Yeah, was it?
Basically, William Regal makes up the rules as the match goes along.
Oh, okay. Amazing.
Oh, that would be great. Wait, so hold on. Before we continue, are you allowed to have like any brass knuckles and anything like that?
Of course.
I don't know yet. That's William Regal.
I'm sure he's gonna approve if I bring in brass knuckles.
When they officially be hard heels, that group has got to be William Regal having the brass knucks in his fucking suit jacket.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
It's gotta be.
He'll be like Jason Statham. He'll go up to a person. And go, you stupid fucking, just punch him square in the face, and blood gushes everywhere. It's gonna be awesome.
Jesus Christ.
I give props to the commentary team because Alex just pointed out what Wheeler Yuta said in that segment. They made sure to talk about it on commentary with Regal. They addressed, what do you think about Yuta standing you face to face? And Regal said, I respect him. He's not scared. That's what I want. More wrestlers. So you tied it all together for me and everyone there. So good to, see, like, if you dissect these episodes sometimes, I just want to hate some of the shit they're doing. You can give AEW props when you follow, When you follow, there are some good threads. They do some good storytelling.
Yeah, fingers crossed that they're gonna do a lights out match.
Lights out match.
Worst booker of the year, Claudio.
Jesus Christ. Guy's giving away everything on one pay-per-view.
Maybe
Elimination Chamber, Money in the Bank.
Maybe Claudio will be invited to book an episode of JWF Monday Night Show down the line and see what we get. It'll be JWF Blood and Guts. It'll just be every match Blood and Guts.
Oh, it has to be honestly. I might sound like a sick fuck, but yeah, it has to be. It has to be.
Did I see on Twitter that Blood and Guts
Bruno, I
is
think
coming
he just
up?
woke something up in Claudio. He didn't know was there.
He is a sick.
He's hardcore.
Don't worry, guys. When you meet me in person, I'm rated G, so I'm good.
Rated G, yeah. So rated G, Adam Cole, and I don't know why I call him rated G Adam Cole, but he looks like a kid rated G. And Jay Lethal, we finally get to see on Dynamite.
A good match. That was Jay Lethal. I can't take Lethal seriously sometimes because when he was on TNA and he was mimicking Ric Flair, Sorry?
Oh, sorry. I was just saying his name was Black Machismo in TNA for a while.
Yeah.
In the Savage.
Well,
it was my impression.
In a company where like almost everyone is a copycat of somebody, the fact that he did that way back when people weren't copycatting shit, and to such a good, how well he does it. Give him props.
Yeah.
Give
Didn't
him props.
I show you that promo he did with Flair where he mimicked him?
Yeah. You were one of the people that like really showed me his little TNA why he is who he is. Like because of Kyle the spoiler, I'll give you props when I have to. Unfortunately, he showed me who Jay Lethal was. And it's all good.
Yeah, it was a good match.
Few
It was
spoilers,
honestly.
but you know what? That title is not safe because I'm coming for you. Because you may have given me a little too much knowledge and maybe just enough knowledge for what I need in the upcoming trivia title match for the Jofo Trivia Championship. But that
Will there be blood in that match or
Blood?
we'll find out. We'll find out right here on the Jofo in the Ring YouTube channel.
Right.
But let's get back to the action here. A good match. Jay Lethal is great. Is a good wrestler. Looks like a wrestler.
Great timed low blow too.
Good,
Yes.
well timed.
Awesome finish with the low blow. Yes.
As soon
I
as
love
you
the lethal
saw,
injection, low blow.
as soon as you saw Red Dragon coming out, you knew Lethal was losing. You knew, you knew it was happening. But they did it well. It was smooth. It wasn't clunky. So Adam Cole wins.
Adam Cole
And
baby.
and what happens? Adam Page comes out for the save. Hangman Adam Page comes out with the save. Tries to clear house. Another second. I don't know what low blow you were referring to, but there was a low
One
blow.
on Jay Lethal.
Yeah, and then with the second low blow in the post match brouhaha that put down Adam Page and gave Adam Cole the opportunity to steal the belt and hold it up and escape as the Jurassic Express and Christian Cage come out to try and save him.
I thought it was going to be the Young Bucks that came out.
I thought it was gonna.
I'm
I thought
glad
it was
wasn't.
gonna be.
I hate the Young Bucks, but
Again, wishful thinking. I thought maybe that Kenny Omega was gonna come out and swerve everybody in maybe a face-ish angle and come save Hangman.
No.
And then be
but
it would be good for Cole and Red Dragon to really fully be out of the Elite and be their own thing and maybe have something. And now the Elite's old school little what's going on in the little Elite universe comes back with, Kenny Omega coming back, having a storyline, not having to go for the title, doing shit over there. I don't know. I like if the Elite little Elite universe doesn't expand too much.
I thought the Hardy Boys were gonna come out and
because what's gonna happen? Kenny Omega's gonna come back as a heel again.
That the Hardy Boys were gonna come out just because they were in the building, or?
Well, yeah, because they weren't in the staircases making promos, so I assumed they were gonna.
Yeah,
come
we
out
haven't
and
seen
save
these staircase
everyone.
promos in a while. Very
I know.
refreshing. Very
Kyle,
refreshing.
we have to do a promo for Saturday. It has to involve the staircase. I'm gonna try doing that at work tomorrow on my break.
I can't
do it.
I'll try.
If you do a promo for your next upcoming offbeat event, and maybe a promo for is there going to be a Claudio Capri roast happening this
Saturday.
year? Is this? The roast is this Saturday?
Yeah.
It's Saturday.
Okay, so it's offbeat / roast.
Comedy Rebels.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's Comedy
Yeah.
Rebel. Okay, sorry, my branding. See, you guys are a little bit like AEW. You have so many shows going on that nobody knows what the fuck's going on in the comedy Montreal comedy scene universe. Everyone's everywhere. Everyone's doing something.
Well, I mean,
Get your act together, because if you guys want to cut a promo, you got to cut a promo like my man, Dustin Rhodes. Because this promo that came up next to see Dustin Rhodes in his hometown against Lance Archer this Friday got me pumped to want to watch Rampage Friday because I love him, and he just schooled everyone of how to do a one take a storyline out of thin air type of promo in in one segment. I want to watch that.
Before you continue, you're all gonna hate me, and because I
already
don't follow.
and I'm sure Kyle does. Alex,
okay,
he's
what, guys,
nice. He won't
guys,
tell you to your face. But carry on.
I can't believe I'm asking this. Is Dustin Rhodes related to Cody Rhodes?
Well,
No.
this has been a fun show to do every Wednesday, but
And you know what?
My last episode.
To be fair, they look nothing alike. To be fair, I mean, they kind of don't really look much
There is a
alike,
big
but-
age difference. They don't look anything alike.
Yeah.
Yes, they are
They're half
related.
brothers, right?
And you
Okay,
also know
okay.
that he is the former Gold Dust from WWE back in the day, Claudio.
Okay, it's coming back. Okay.
Chris,
I
they
know
have
who does this,
they have same father, Dusty, different mothers, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
That too.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, it's coming back to me.
Good
I
old
know there
Dusty,
now.
huh?
Never
You
mind.
gotta love Dusty. Yeah,
And Dusty Klutz.
Good old 70s player.
Dusty Klutz.
You don't bash the Rhodes family, so I love the promo too. Like Dustin, Goldust, the Natural, whatever you want to call him, has always been
If there's
amazing.
no blood, if there's no blood or supernatural
Add up the
magic,
blood. You don't need the blood.
You don't need
Add
the
up
blood, man.
you need two things. You need the supernaturals and you need the blood. All right. If Malachi Black was doing this promo, it would have been a good promo. Instead,
But you know
no.
what?
So,
The thing with Dustin Rhodes is that if he does do the blood, it's gonna be for a good reason. It's gonna be at a good part of a match. It's gonna make sense. It's not gonna be just a fucking random match and all of a sudden there's blood. When he
Like
bleeds,
the match he had with Cody.
exactly. Did you ever see that match, Claudio?
That
Yes,
was
you
a
should watch it.
fantastic match.
Claudio, if you watch one
I'll
match,
watch it.
if you watch one match this week at any time, find Dustin Rhodes versus Cody Rhodes. AEW was it All In?
Double or Nothing. I
Double
think?
or Nothing.
I think
It
it
was
was,
like their second pay-per-view
One of those
ever.
things.
I think it was
Okay.
that was the first time I ever watched it. It was the same pay-per-view as a ladder match with the Hardy Boys, what's to call them, with the Young Bucks and Penta
Yeah.
and Ray Phoenix. I think
Lucha
it was
Brothers.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Either way,
I'll-
but that match,
I'll watch it.
the brother versus brother match, amazing. But all that to say, great promo. Dustin Rhodes is one of those. I said last week, I went off air talking about how Scott Hall is one of those guys that if you really look at what he did and you really look at especially that appearance on Nitro, you don't have to. I don't have to say the NWO thing. A guy who didn't get his respect while he was here in Scott Hall is Dustin Rhodes. One of those guys for everything he's done, how long he's been there, how consistent he is, that needs to start getting his damn respect now while he's here. Because if you look at what he's doing with the women, you know he's training that division. If you look at what Red Velvet, I was going to talk about coming up later tonight. If you look at her in the ring tonight, you could see she's being trained by him. I don't know if it's just me. You could see that he's running a lot of that women's division, like their performance.
Yeah, and I think she was in the Nightmare Factory.
Exactly. Or maybe not the Nightmare Factory, but he has his own. Dustin has his own his own school, if I'm not mistaken. I'll verify it.
Nightmare Wishes.
Yeah, I'm sure Dustin has his own, and then the Nightmare Factory is like ran by QT and all that. It's like in different, close, but a bit far from
I'll have
each
to
other.
ask Jeremy when he goes.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? We'll talk about that because it's coming up in the next segment, and I'm gonna say it right away. I love Dan Lambert's promo. I love this promo today. We'll talk about that. But Dan Lambert, what I don't love about you is you know a lot. You know a lot about everyone. You know how to cut a good promo. You know a lot of shit. But what you don't know is Ethan Page is not the best thing to come out of Canada. Jeremy Prophet, as Kyle just referred to, is the best thing in Canada, and that is coming out of Canada via the Jacques Rougeau's Loot Academy 2022. The next step will be the Nightmare Factory, as Kyle just said. And Dan Lambert, Ethan Page, if you think he's the best thing coming out of Canada, if I'm fired up about that, I can't wait to hear what Jeremy has to say about that comment. And that's what I got to say about that, Dan Lambert, because I like you, but I don't like that damn comment because you don't know what you're talking about.
He's about to get buried.
What's that?
He's about to get buried. Because if anybody's all ego, it's Jeremy Prophet.
And that's, you know what? Call it what you want to call it, for better or for worse. You do not step on the name of the Harbinger of Truth like that and even try to touch his ego. Because Ethan Page, Dan Lambert is looking out for you guys, but he may have opened a can of worms that the whole crew is not ready for. Because right now, as Jeremy Prophet has to make his way across the border to get there. In the meantime, the only thing Jeremy Prophet has is this microphone and Jofo in the ring and the internet to go after him. So maybe, just maybe, we're going to hear from the Harbinger of Truth referring to Dan Lambert and Ethan Page and what's coming to them. But back to this segment.
It turned into a Triple H promo real quick.
Yeah. I was waiting for, what the... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, when Sammy Guevara told Dan Lambert what him and Ty Conte did to that belt, I tweeted just hashtag Page did it first.
Oh, shit.
You know what I mean? I at this point,
He's
I was
the worst
like,
baby face.
Who's that again? Say.
He's the worst baby face.
But you know what? He did a good, a cookie cutter face promo. He's trying. He's learning. He's young. Yeah. He's young. You see what he's trying to do. But Kyle, you are a sick SOB, kind of like Claudio is. Did you catch his comment at the end when Dan Lambert kissed the belt? When Sammy Guevara... Okay.
Yeah.
I was reading
that,
something here on my phone.
Bruno, pay attention to the action. There's so much going on.
But I was saying, what do you think they did with that belt?
Oh, they did all kinds of evil things. I'm
trying to think. It kind of made me laugh, but then I got to think, what the fuck can you do with a belt? That's
sex.
What I was like.
They had sex. They had role playing. They're like, okay, you know what? I have the belt now. I will give you anal fistation with this belt.
Shut up with that.
And there you go.
So you're saying anal fistation?
I guarantee you, this is what happened. Sammy Guevara put that belt on, and then Ty Conte came out dressed like Jeff Hardy.
Strap on?
Yeah, exactly.
Or they got a strap on that clips onto the belt. But yeah, okay, you don't like Sammy. You know what?
Shawn Michaels promo.
I wanted to hate him going in when AEW started.
Shawn Michaels' line. Fuck
exactly.
Him. And he does this now. Fuck.
I'd rather he be
cunt.
I'd rather he's a heel.
Cunt.
He's a better heel. He would be a better heel. But let's see what happens. Alex, I feel like you want to say something. I see you want to say.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Go for it. No,
but I agree. Sammy, I know. I think everyone says this. He has a face you just don't want to like. This smirk, like his attitude.
And now with the girlfriend, and it might be a good thing for Ty Conte, actually.
Right on. Yeah. Perfect. Like even Ty too. I think she could be a really good heel. Just be a really massive bitch. With her, stud boyfriend.
Yeah, do a better version of Kip Sabian and Penelope Ford because they could actually wrestle. Yeah. I don't get me wrong. I like them. Where are they actually? Are they on?
Kip Sabian's recovering. Was recovering, but he's been popping up every now and then with a bag over his head.
Trash bag over his head. Yeah.
okay. So he's coming back. I liked them. I like them. You know what I mean? You could tell Penelope tried. She has to get better, but hopefully Dustin's doing his thing. But she's been getting better, though, but we'll see what happens there.
I wanted to... just wanted to mention a few other things Dan Lambert said. That,
I was going to say there was...
go ahead.
No, go to it, because what I was going to say, he literally went through the list of dissing everybody, and then another list of all his guys one by one. And I was like literally fucking working out while watching this, and then he said it so fast I couldn't drop what I was doing. But yeah, go ahead. Tell me of what you have there.
Well, just the comment about Canada. I wish I don't know, someone should have said all ego. He doesn't even live in Canada anymore. He freaking moved to Detroit.
That's
or whatever,
the thing,
so
and
that
that's
would
the
have been a
thing.
good thing to mention.
That's the fucking thing. Excuse my language, that Jeremy Prophet's could bring to the table, because a lot of these Canadian guys, they don't really stand up for Canada. They only do it when there's a cheap little storyline thing, like is he from Canada or whatever. It's like an add to a gimmick, saying he's a Canadian guy whenever they want to use it. But they don't actually give a crap about what's going on in Canadian wrestling. And a lot of guys, I will not name names, but one of them was supposed to be in his hometown a couple weeks ago and didn't show up, and let maybe all the fans that contributed to where he is today down. I'm not one of them, so I don't give a crap where this quick rolling object guy was. But guys like that, when they finally get there, it's like you said, I'm gone. I'm out of Canada. Canada doesn't matter. All those people in Canada that followed me and added to my numbers online that made people look at me and da 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 da. Especially your hometown, you don't show up. You're on the banner. Yeah.
No, I'm still a fan, even though
I
he got
know.
double
I'm not
booked,
saying
still
don't be a
of
fan,
the
but
guy.
what you were saying about the Ethan Page, they don't really.
Yeah,
Once they get there, they don't really care about what's going on in Canadian wrestling. Like once they're there, they have a contract. It's like, you know what I mean? Like they don't care. You know what I mean? I don't know why. Do not know why this is up for debate.
It gets to our heads. I
There's
think.
something about when people leave Montreal or Canada, like I don't know, like when people leave and go to these other federations, you always hear, oh, they came from PWG, or they came from ROH, or they came from like everyone's so proud of where they came from. But when they leave the Canada territory and Montreal territory, you never hear that. Oh, they came from.
I think
I won't say names or organizations. They never refer to the Canadian organizations they came from, you know? And if you're proud of where you came from, you should try to put it over a little bit more, as they say in the business, you know? And that's, again, just my fucking opinion regarding Canadians and Canadian wrestling. And
back to the action.
Back to the action.
Yeah,
Okay.
He fired me up again.
He
Fired me up again about the Canada thing. I'm sorry. I'm heated up.
So,
Dan Lambert did his job. He heated me up. He heated me up. Sorry.
All right, Bruno, eat a Mars bar. Calm down.
Just to continue with Dan Lambert.
Yeah, go. Yeah,
the
go.
that he made is saying that Scorpio Sky hasn't lost a match since Tony Khan hit puberty last week.
Yeah,
it's a good one. And basically saying he was basically promoting Paige Van Zant's OnlyFans.
Yeah.
You have $9.99 to spend. That's like the only reason that Orange Cassidy has his hands in his pants all the time.
So it was good.
That was a good one.
Funny.
Yeah,
it was good stuff. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
Are we gonna see some good roasting like that via Kyle's Spoiler Morin this Saturday?
You'll have to show up.
We'll have to show up.
Exactly. Maybe.
A couple of tickets left.
Yeah.
We'll
maybe there's no.
I know the owner.
Maybe there is a roast. Maybe
there's this way.
Bro, I know the owner.
I got a special treat for you. Claudio is going to be opening the show.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So that means
opening the show.
That means if I get caught up.
Wait a big thing. No, it would have been a surprise.
If I'm running a little late, as you're saying, I have no problem and no worries. Then I won't miss anything, right?
Wow.
Love you, Claudio. I cannot wait for the big fiesta this weekend.
It's okay. I'm gonna slam you through a table April 2nd.
The cameras will be rolling. And
give you that chop.
Are you allowed to drink? Are you allowed to drink, or do I have to get you like edibles so I can get you fucking super fucked?
No, I can't drink. You
can do a microdose of shrooms then to catch a buzz.
No.
What do you mean? There's no sugar. There's nothing in it.
Give me cocaine and maybe not.
What? I'm telling you right now. But I'm gonna say it off air talk.
The podcast is being recorded, right? No.
Dan Lambert, people.
F you, Dan Lambert. Great promo, great segment. Let's move it along here.
Yeah, it was that Nyla Rose apparently is fighting Thunder Rosa because every time AEW gets a new babyface champion, they got to beat a monster first. That is just textbook AEW shit right there.
Well, you know what? They have the monster use it, right? It's kind of like what did Lance Archer with Adam Page.
And what they do with Lance Archer with Dean Ambrose.
But sometimes you make the story good. Already Vicky coming out, screaming. They finally put the screaming to use. So it was a good promo people were looking forward to. I feel it was a good use of the screaming cutoff, in my opinion. For once, everyone wanted to hear what she had to say. Oh, I'm in my hometown, and excuse me. Whatever. It's kind of like some of the shit we say sometimes. I feel it might be a predictable storyline. Safe to say, guys.
Yeah. I mean, she needs a strong win, Thunder Rosa, after winning the title. So yeah, Nyla Rose. Insert Nyla Rose.
But what I think could give Nyla Rose more heat and make Thunder Rosa's win even more. Hear me out. Booker of the Year potential here. Coming in her corner, a special celebrity athlete appearance in Nyla Rose's corner, Leah Thomas. Anyone?
Who's Leah Thomas?
Oh, you don't know? You guys,
Who's
I think I do, but I'm not sure.
female, the NCAA swimmer that is
Okay.
smashing records in the States right now. And just recently, as this weekend, edged out a senior who fell to 17th place out of the top 16 to advance in the state championships of swimming, because Leah Thomas finished first by annihilating everybody, literally like a fucking lap ahead. And look it up online after the show, and you'll get it. I thought at least Kyle would have seen shit on Twitter.
How about or how about this? Trish Stratus comes and help her, huh?
No, Trish Stratus is like
What? Come on.
I mean,
I want no. We said it last week though. I don't want to see Trish Stratus. I would love to see Lita. I want Lita like when Hardy Boys after Hardy Boys get a little stale in like 6 months. I want to see a Lita appearance. I think that'll be for me.
Wait, you want Team Extreme back?
Yeah, she did great. She did great on Raw. I mean on what did she do? She did Rumble. Did she end up signing? She ended up signing like a 3-month deal or something, right? Like she was supposed to do just an appearance, and she ended up extending it. I believe I heard.
Well, apparently they were. Yeah, they were really impressed with her at the Chamber.
Yeah, well, I was too, and she looks like 6 months, even a year. She's gotten her. Who knows? WWE does those 3-month contracts, does those 6-month contracts, does those 3-year contracts, but cuts you after 6 months. So we'll see what happens with Lita, and we all know how they're nostalgia fiends there in AEW. So they're gonna grab her up. Like they see she can move now. It's not even like a gamble, right? Like at this point, to have that visual of all three of them, and it's gonna help any woman wrestler get over, any heel, Yeah, this is that's what I gotta say about that one.
I find. Hold on. Before we continue, if they're gonna bring back Lita, I have a feeling it's gonna be when the Hardy Boys are gonna be separate a little bit, and Jeff Hardy is gonna bring back Willow. It's gonna be Willow and Lita.
That could. Who's Willow? Refresh my memory.
Willow's one of Jeff Hardy's characters he invented. I think he was in TNA. Yeah, it was in TNA.
Yeah, in TNA. It's like it's like his alter ego character.
Yeah, it's Jeff Hardy's alter ego. Yeah.
Who was Lita going out with before Matt? Or did Matt get cheated on by Lita with somebody else? What was the story? Didn't they go up? That was they were together back in the day, right?
Yeah.
It was Matt and Lita, right?
Yeah, Matt and Lita, and then Lita cheated on Matt with Edge.
That's what it is. And which one of it?
5.
Yeah, and it was. Did it happen in real life too? Edge, was that the whole thing?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
All right, back to the action, Bruno. Okay. Come on, let's go.
You gotta love it. You know what? I don't want to flash forward ahead, but like, hearing this shit like 10 years later, 20 years later, whatever it is, I can't wait to hear, like what I was saying before about MJF finding about storylines. I can't wait to hear in 10 years the stories about behind the scenes Dynamite that we're talking about like right now, and you know what I mean? Should be interesting.
Yeah.
Like when the stories come out and
Alexa Bliss and Britt Baker teaming up a Claudia to make an action movie. Yeah.
When the rumor it's a family show, damn it.
Hey. It's not a family show.
Podcast, Claudia.
Wrong one. Sorry.
Another,
back to the action, people.
Number 34.
Another match we're gonna get on Friday is I always fuck up his name by just calling him Swerve now. What is it? Swerve Strickland?
Swerve Strickland.
Yeah, okay. Swerve Strickland against Ricky Starks. Should be interesting. Did you guys catch Rampage last week? Did you guys catch any of that? I didn't.
No, here and there, not the full match.
I didn't see much of it, but I like Swerve a lot. He was good in WWE, like the brief time he was there.
Who was he as in WWE?
It was a Hit Row. It was Isaiah Swerve Scott.
Oh.
And he was on 205 Live for a while, like the Cruiserweight show, like for a couple of years, and then in NXT, then he had one match on SmackDown.
Okay, he was in NXT. Okay, that's where I saw him because I saw a few episodes of the Nexus 2.0.
He was in like the hip hop group. They were called Hit Row.
Yeah.
The guy who did the A&E biography series.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's top dollar.
Yeah. So outside looking in, this whole it seems like he's allies with Keith Lee as long as Starks and Powerhouse Hobbs are screwing around with Keith Lee. That's pretty much a storyline going on there. I think I'm gonna try and catch Rampage this week. I definitely will. What am I saying? Because of the Dustin Rhodes match. So keep an eye on that.
Yeah, but that should be a really good match too.
Yeah,
I like Ricky Starks too.
Yeah, exactly. I like Ricky
can...
Starks exactly. That's why I'm interested. So I'm gonna make it a point to check that one out. And brought us on to, I referred to it before, legit Leyla Hirsch against Red Velvet. Pretty much, I think they did a good match. Good story, good storytelling, good classic match, good little heel thing at the end with Leyla Hirsch with the double, double fugaze.
Turnbuckle in the trunks. You hear JR just freaking out. Turnbuckle in the trunks.
It was good.
Someone get that. Someone, oh my God.
Sometimes simple. Claudio, you learn from this type of match. You don't need the dog collars and all the tables and the chairs and the thumbtacks. You need a good match with
thumbnails, right, Claudio? Thumbnails.
Bro, listen to me.
Thumbtails,
listen to me.
A cage, some ladders.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, these are goddamn matches. Okay, if you don't smell iron in the ring, it is not an entertaining match. There must be blood. There must be chairs. There must be lights.
The entertainment comes up in the last segment when the Jericho Appreciation Society comes out. We'll hold off. But we did get it. What do you, Kyle, and Alex think of this match quickly? And am I right? Do you find that Red Velvet is getting better, or is it just me? Because I want to marry her, but no, I'm putting that aside. I'm actually looking at her. I'm looking at her wrestling. Calm down, Claudio. I said I'm not looking at it because I'm looking at it through a wrestling eye.
Yeah, sure.
Make sure to put that disclaimer. Yeah, sure. Thoughts? Yeah, sure. Do you see it? Do you see it? Good wrestler. What? You left the room after you. Leyla Hirsch is a good wrestler. You know Leyla Hirsch is a good wrestler though.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Red Velvet. I mean, she's athletic. She has a good standing moonsault. She did a Hurricane off the apron. That was cool. And I like the spot where she was going for a springboard and Leyla Hirsch caught her in a German suplex. So.
Yeah, I think that
it's like a better Naomi.
Yeah. I can't really say how. I just said yeah because I'm gonna say yeah no matter what. I think the X factor is that I feel like she's making her moves and her movements look more believable. It's looking more comfortable. Like it looks like more that she's trying to inflict pain, to put it correctly. Whereas at the beginning, it was more like she's looking, I don't want to fuck this up. I'm seeing.
Kind of like probably.
Same with Jade Cargill as we're seeing her too. Same type of thing. We're watching her get better every match. We're watching, get more comfortable. Did we skip over it or did it come up after? It's next. So we don't know who's gonna be in the potential 30-0 matchup for Jade Cargill for her to get her 30th win, but we do know she is already planning. What was it? A celebration for a queen, an extravagant celebration. She wants exotic dancers and she wants all her baddies to be taken care of, as she says.
Green Lamborghinis too.
She wants green Lamborghinis. She wants a green trim outfit. I think she said the works. So
see that picture she posted on Instagram today? Whew.
I didn't.
Fantastic.
I could only imagine.
I just love the end. Cut the shit, Tony.
I
love that.
She's getting better on the mic too.
Hilarious.
She's getting more. Yeah. She doesn't seem like she's doing that. Like I just read the script and I'm going to record now. She's really getting more comfortable with that. Did you write that all down? Make sure you got that down. I'm gonna cut this shit. I'm out of here. Like type of thing. Getting better, man. And it's all positive. It's all positive for her. She sticks with it. Again, that's a real life action figure. You know what I mean? That's what every wrestling. The only question will be after the AEW has been training her and paying for her and making her get big. How long until she gets thrown the WWE dollars? Like, how good does she have to get from to be like Vince McMahon is gonna want a girl like that? That's like that's China. You know what I mean? Like, if Vince McMahon doesn't want that, especially if she gets better and better and better.
Vince will want that.
Maybe
you got Omos in the fucking ring doing jack shit.
Yeah, and then maybe we'll get Jazz as Jade Cargill's manager and get this smart mark out of there to put some damn legitimacy on Jade Cargill's name with a legitimate badass Jazz who's been around the block, who's been the biggest badass for decades. To this day, she could definitely still do damage. But that's neither here nor there. But if you want to know what we're talking about, Kyle spoke to Jazz almost about last year, I think, on here on our network, and we gotta keep pushing that rock up the hill, man. I want to see Jazz out there. I think that would be the icing on the Jade Cargill cake, type of.
What she needs,
so to speak. I don't know. What do you guys like to think about this smart mark guy? I feel it literally takes her down. I think we talked about it every time.
I think he's okay. I mean, eventually, I could see that even Jade eventually could,
she's getting
turn face on and beat him up and turn face eventually down the line.
I hope not. I hope she beats him up and stays heel. To be honest, because I like her as a bitch and badass. She's the bitch, I think the fact that she's getting better on the mic and she's a badass and she's getting better in the ring, he's too cartoonish now that it kind of makes her look like a joke, a little bit. Tonight it was at a minimum. She spoke up. She treated him like the flunky. She said everything she wanted. Yeah. It wasn't him doing the promo, which is cool. I'm down with that. Keep him in the back. More Jade, less Mark. And one thing. I mean, go.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, if because I do like Jazz being the manager for Jade, but I would love it to not be as, I don't want to say so obvious, but it would be great if they had a confrontation before Jazz finally decides to be the manager for Jade. Have them have a stare down, the face off.
I don't think Jazz wants to wrestle. That's the.
She doesn't need to wrestle.
Not to break the fourth wall here. I know she likes to. She really wants to develop the next generation. She hinted that she's really tight with the Thunder Rosa. And she's definitely down. She's down for. She also said she's down to mentor Jade Cargill. She said it. Jazz has said that here on the Jofo in the Ring Network on YouTube. She said it here on our damn podcast. But whatever.
She was having a yard sale that week.
There you go. We might have a yard sale here in the Jofo studio this summer. Stay tuned for that. Some fun stuff. A great,
there you go.
Sort of like a merch unveiling ghetto style. Shout out Kofi Wheaton. We just got approved by the Dirty Heels guys.
It's always a good day when you get Dirty Heels approved.
Dirty Heels, you're here at the right time because we're just getting into the main event of the evening, as it seemed like they were short on time as Dark Order did not get an entrance, but because we had to have enough time to pay appreciation to Jericho and his entrance and the fact that he lets everybody in attendance sing his song when he comes out. We had the Jericho Appreciation Society against I always screw up his name, John Silver and what's the other guy's name?
Reynolds.
Alex Reynolds. I always screw up their names, and them two, I think they're getting phenomenal together. Their tag team moves very outside the box. Very outside the box. And John Silver, what a sick little display of his little, where he took out everyone there, that little moment he had.
That was awesome.
Fucking awesome. John Silver, one of those guys, you have to look skeptical eye when AEW started. I'll give John Silver props, big props, even though who am I to have to give him props, but John Silver, loved that segment, loved him tonight, love them developing as a tag team, and he's also great by himself, as we saw there. What else stood out to you guys in this main event?
A disgusting Scorpion Deathlock at the end.
Oh my god, I had that too. I was just gonna say, we're just talking about great sharpshooters.
Yeah.
The thing is, I'm happy that Daniel Garcia, he finally won a match in the main event. The guy's been on I don't know how many Dynamites in the main event, always losing. I think Mox beat him, Danielson beat him. I think everyone's pretty much beat him in the main event.
And say what you want about Jericho, Jericho using the Jericho, heat or whatever to have him in the event, and whatever. Let's see what happens with that.
I think how John Silver went for the "Come on, baby" pin.
Yeah.
That was good. Yeah. You saw that picture that they kept showing of baby Joe, kid John Silver.
I should. I didn't touch on
Jericho had the 2005 seashell necklace.
But I love it. Honestly, like I love this whole licking Jericho's ass thing he's doing. He's really just embracing it, having fun. I love him as an asshole. I love him arrogant. I love him as a heel. I love this Jericho because he could be cartoonish and over the top when he's this guy, when he's this heel, taking long, just like take off his gloves before the match and, like stupidities like that, or the stupid bat and all his promos. Like, I love him like this. I love him like this. I love that's what I love about that. But yeah, I feel the ending was like, they had to kind of get it done. The whole thing was to make Daniel Garcia get a win. Good for him. Needs something to have a reason why these guys are in the main event every week. They have to give them wins to, They started doing that with Adam Cole. Good for him. Giving him wins now, so it's making sense now. That he's
he lost one match, Adam Cole, technically. So
yeah, but he didn't win against anyone major. You know what I mean? Like, now he did. Now
he beat Jungle Boy.
Now he did. But I'm saying his first run.
He beat him in a singles match too. Like
his first 6 months to a year almost. He almost did nothing. You know what I mean? Whatever. He's there now. He's there. He's in the picture. He stole the belt. Ultimate heel move. A gimmick that hasn't been done in AEW. They're running out of gimmicks of like storylines.
It's like a cut scene from like one of the WWE 2K games.
Yeah.
Stealing the belt.
yeah. Speaking of that, better hope fucking Kyle doesn't get involved there in Nitro, because he's been causing disturbances ringside with the sexy animals on Jofo and Ring Nitro. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention. Screwed up the first week and had to be in the match because he didn't get his paperwork done in time. Partying in the limo, relishing in the fact that he's an EVP by proxy. He's an EVP of the JWF. So he's just causing havoc. But to know what I'm talking about, you guys got to check that out. But final thoughts on the evening, everybody?
I enjoyed it. It was a good night, except for like some like the picture to picture. Like when that happened, I'm like, all right, I'm doing something else for like a few minutes.
That's not going anywhere. That's is it that or just full on commercial? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
Overall, I enjoyed the night. It was a good episode.
Yeah, it was all right. It wasn't the greatest.
Yeah. It was.
I feel the same way. It was okay.
It was like you said, there was moments there where we tied some 2 and 2 together. We gave some props tonight. I feel it was like a filler with it was an enhancement night. They enhanced some storylines. There's no closure of any storylines. The Wardlow enhanced MJF segment, well worth it, right?
Yeah.
Opening match. Seeing FTR finally.
On the mic.
What?
Good for him.
Say that who?
Sean Spears, he got to talk on the mic. Good for him.
Good for him. FTR, as I was saying, we got a double dose. We got them on the mic. We got them in a promo. We're getting FTR on AEW television, prime time here. Good. That's my big takeaway from that. I really like that about it. Yeah, man, that's pretty much it. As we come to a close here on another Wednesday night, not March 26th, but March 23rd edition of Dynamite. Again, guys, plugs. Tell everyone again what's going on for Claudio's Big Bash here.
I'll go first.
Well, Saturday. Actually, we're not even going to talk about Saturday yet. Friday, I'll be at Deli Planet hosting the Degenerates Late Show. Again, it's back. The late shows are back. So yeah, you can catch me there. Then you can catch me on Saturday at Offbeat, Lord William Pub for Comedy Rebels. I'll be hosting that as well, roasting this Italian fucker bastard over here. So
me,
it's gonna be a good time.
Oh, Claudio. Okay, I wasn't paying attention.
All right.
How old are you turning, Claudio? How old are you turning?
32.
Ooh, you're getting up there. You're getting up there.
The ladies want to come down and give him a kiss for his birthday.
Yeah, damn, it's gonna be a fun night. And but tomorrow night I'm gonna also be on a podcast. I'm gonna be on the Mass Debaters.
What's going on? I've seen this Mass Debate.
Nobody watched that.
Clever name. I'll give credit where credit's due. Who's debating and what are you guys debating?
We're gonna be debating about. Wow. You know what, Kyle? Are you saying that because I'm gonna be there? Or are you saying that? Are you saying don't watch the mass debaters?
I'm saying if you're a fan of me, unfollow Claudio. That's what.
You know what, folks? If you want to keep your hair, unfollow Kyle. All right, follow me to keep your hair, and unfollow Kyle if you want to keep your hair. You see? See, I can do it too, Kyle.
Yeah, and so anyone that could put that word jumble together, it's kind of like a wordle of the day.
Okay, basically, keep your hair if you wanna follow me. If you wanna lose your hair and end up like Kyle,
we're gonna set the smoke detector off.
You know what? All right.
You cannot criticize because this is what we do here, Jofo in the Ring. We go live on Wednesday nights where we're unscripted, raw. Anything can happen. Our promos are live, and Claudio sees now why we give credit when there's a good promo done on television live. With that little jumble of a rant, we're getting ready to get out of here. Alex, I didn't give you the floor. Anything you want to say? Final.
I got nothing. I have no beef with anyone, and you can't find me really anywhere. I'm on Twitter, but who cares? No one really follows me.
Alex is on Twitter.
Alex the Elite One, if anyone cares. But if not, follow Jofo in the Ring.
They'll start following. They'll follow you. They'll follow us at Jofo in the Ring. They'll follow Jofo Podcast on Monday nights at 9, and they'll check out Jofo Nitro presented by the JWF Jofo Wrestling Federation right here. 3 episodes are out. We're on the road to In Your House. You heard it here first. JWF In Your House, the first pay-per-view. Titles will be on the line. Feuds will be settled. Anything can happen in the JWF, and it's only happening here on the Jofo in the Ring YouTube channel. Stay tuned. We're out. Peace. And I can't forget. Kyle, you want to say it?
Wrestling.